throw on first down with Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Broncos first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Denver. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Chiefs 7, Broncos nothing.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Trying to improvise. Just keeping the play alive. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try to match his athleticism.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
On the play. First down, Broncos.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive It was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Breida. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Breida. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
That's good.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Back to throw. Jones, the connecting here with DJ Shark. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and a yard at the Broncos' 30-yard line.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Breida, he'll try the right side, and he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 26. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier. Was bidding for a 2nd. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Broncos 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Jackson. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Jackson on first down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Jackson, a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
again, Jackson
at the 45-yard line.
Able to get this to Gordon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Broncos.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Jeremy Ching picks it off, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They run again with Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, here's Breida. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with Breida, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Off the play fake. Jones. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Bilal Nichols coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see, 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Inches at the 11-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Justin Jefferson.
Give him 32 on the play.
32. First down, Denver.
Operating from the gun. Jackson got Gordon open, completes it. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. And Jackson throwing once more. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
4th down.
Missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. This time Jackson will throw it. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. We're back now in KC. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing is Jackson. To Jefferson on the slant. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter.
At 14. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing, Jones. Able to find Isabella. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Jones on first down. Flushed out right.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me. 29 is the Mike 29. 64.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
29 is the Mike 29. Quit talking about it and bring it. 29 is the Mike 29.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Tremaine Edmonds on.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Second down and 8.
From the gun, Jackson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 15 yards on the play, first down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Now left side on the swing pass. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, It's Carson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Jackson going to run. Oh, no, he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Lamar Jackson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Chiefs 14. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
29 is Mike 29.
Back to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Jones off the play fake, sliding out of the pocket. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick.
It's our time.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Today's final score.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that checky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. I see water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's in the way. Got a new Chris Watch, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made it by the million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can say